Yeah, this is Black Light. Here we here again, and we're so thankful that we're here, and hope that everything is going well with my subscribers. And I thank my subscribers for listening. You know, everyone comprehends on a different level, and when it comes to the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, a lot of my black brothers and sisters don't get it, and a lot of them are jealous that Elijah was chosen as predicted in the Old Testament of the Bible. It's a deep conversation when you get into the teachings of the Honorable Elijah Muhammad as it relates to today's times. But the Nation of Islam, some of us receive the teachings at different times, even though some of us were listening all the time. The revelations of Elijah's teaching hit us at different times in our life. Ever since the Honorable Elijah Muhammad made his transition, peace and blessings be upon him, the Nation of Islam has been in the rebuilding stage because of the fact that Wallace D. Muhammad sabotaged his father's efforts in building a heaven for the black man in the wilderness of North America. So we sort of like at a standstill in a way, because even though the Honorable Elijah Muhammad has been transcended or expired for all this time, his writings and his audio and video are still around today. And it very much applies to what's happening today, because this system that we in called the U.S. of A. of America keeps going around in circles. Every generation it repeats the same thing, may have a different word for it, but how we say it on the avenue is like the game don't change, everything remains the same, just the name, but the game don't change. But most of our people think it's getting better for us. Yeah. They think each generation is getting better for us simply because we had a black president. They did that to shut us up. Don't think that he was elected. He was selected. They tell you a lie. You can't believe the devil. He lies to you. The voting system that they have in place, ain't no way in the world you can check to see. The average citizen can check to see if it's on the up and up. Because we're not at the end counting the votes. They could pay somebody off, excuse me, to miscount the votes. So you heard the old saying, money talk and BS walk, right? Money talk and bullshit walk. Excuse my language. But what that implies is that you can pay anybody off, especially if they bullshit, you know. And all our black leaders are BSing, you know, us. Because how can you tell? Well, let's take a look at the message to the black man in America. The Honorable Elijah Muhammad made good on his illustration and demonstration of how when you walk with God, when you walk with Allah, who came in the person of Master Farah Muhammad, that you can get things accomplished that no other one got accomplished before. And they don't mention that to you about Elijah, what he done, all the material gains and spiritual gains that he made. So we're gonna, on the next video, we're not gonna go over the material and spiritual gains that he made, but we're gonna give you a illustration of the difference between what's happening now and what's happening then, what happened then. I'm Black Light.